I know what you're thinking. It's Tuesday. It's about 12 p.m. Eastern time, and you're getting hungry, right? What are we going to have for lunch? Well, it's Taco Tuesday on Prize Picks. So we got something delicious for you to potentially snack on. Guys, my name's CJ. Thank you so much for joining me in today's video. If you're not subscribed to the channel yet, hit the subscribe button, drop a like. Let's go for 50 likes on today's video. I'm gonna break you off with some Prize Picks plays that you could potentially pair with today's first taco, which is going to be Freddie Peralta. That's right. Fastball Freddie is our first Taco Tuesday option of the day. So you might have gotten that hint, that tip off from today's thumbnail. But yeah, Freddie Peralta set at 3.5 strikeouts today over on Prize Picks, being discounted or reduced from 5.5 strikeouts. So this looks like a pretty good play. And let me show you why. We're going to head on over to props.cash. If you're not using props.cash yet, I've left a link down in the description. That'll save you 25% off your first month of props.cash. Use code Curry, get signed up, and you can take a look at all these fancy graphs and charts that props.cash has to offer. But when we take a look at Freddie Peralta here, we've dialed him down to 3.5 strikeouts. Guys, you can see that he's got a 95% hit rate, meaning he has gone for at least 4 or more strikeouts in 19 out of 20 games that he has started this season, which is a fantastic hit rate, right? He's only missed this one time, and he ended up with 3 strikeouts, and that was against the Toronto Blue Jays. So 95% hit rate. He's averaging 6.6 strikeouts per game this season, 7.3 strikeouts per game over his last 10, and 8.4 strikeouts per game over his last 5 games. So to say that this is a crispy, crunchy looking taco, I would say is an understatement here. Very high hit rates. We've got fantastic averages, both for the season, last 10 and last 5 games. Now, when we take a look at the matchup here against the Washington Nationals, they do rank just 29th in K percentage, meaning they're not striking out all that much, or they are a difficult team to strike out if you're a right-handed pitcher. But that's okay, because Freddie Peralta has the type of strikeout ability to overcome what might be a lackluster matchup. When we take a look at his Ks per inning, he ranks in the 81st percentile, which is pretty darn high. That's a green here on props.cash. When we look at the swinging strike percentage, 82%, and then you got his chase rate, which is 61%. So he's got some really good stuff here. He averages about 1.2 strikeouts per inning, so hopefully he gets this done within the first 4 innings. But things are looking really good here for Freddie Peralta. We're not going to stop there, though. We'll take a look at some projections for Freddie Peralta. We're going to head on over to the bat. The bat is my favorite when it comes to MLB projections, and they've got Freddie Peralta projected for 5.3 Ks. Again, the line is just 3.5 right now, so you got 3.5 hours to decide on this Freddie Peralta taco. But for my money, I think Freddie Peralta is looking like a pretty good play here. 5.3 Ks according to the bat. We'll check some other projections as well. Freddie Peralta over on RotoWire, they've got him at 5.4 strikeouts. So again, we need 4. He's projected for over 5 on a couple of different models. Let's take a look at Fantasy Labs just to be very thorough. I want to show you guys a number of different projections for Peralta. If we go down to this last column here, they got him at 5.2 projected Ks. So things are looking pretty darn good here for Peralta. Let's head on over to NumberFire real quick. We could just punch in Peralta's name. You can see that he's projected for 5.2 Ks. So 5 or more seems like the way to go here on Freddie Peralta. I don't know that I would want to take the under on his original line at 5.5 Ks. I think I'm just going to take the taco, not try to get cute, not try to get fancy here, and hope that Freddie Peralta goes for more than 3.5 strikeouts. So now that we know that this taco is worth playing from everything that we've looked at, what do we want to put with it? We got to decide on something to put with this taco. We could pair it up, make it a 2-pick power play. We could go big and go for a 5-pick flex play, 6-pick flex play. Well, I'm going to head on over to the Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer and see what plays are standing out as plus EV plays, positive expected value plays. Basically what they do with this tool is they go and they take a look at all the different sports books that are out there. They take the odds, the way that the juice is flowing on the over, on the under, and then they give you a basic true odds to hit number, and they put that into percentage for you. So I'm going to skip over this first one, which is Christian Yelich and Lane Thomas. The reason why is because you cannot pair Lane Thomas with Christian Yelich and Lane Thomas with Freddie Peralta, because Lane Thomas plays on the opposing team, the Washington Nationals, and PrizePicks doesn't allow that. You can't typically start pitchers versus hitters from the same game. So we'll skip over that one. Ben Lively and Justin Steele, though, you got a pitcher combo strikeout. Now, this is a new addition to the Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer. They're always adding new features, always adding new tools. So if you want to check this out, if you want to take the Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer for a spin, I've left a special link for you down in the description of today's video. Go to the description, go all the way down to the bottom. Use code Curry. It'll save you $5 on your first month of the Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer. You guys can get your hands on this and take it for a spin and see how you like it. But let's start with this first one here. It's a pitcher combo, Ben Lively plus Justin Steele. Pitcher combo strikeouts over 9.5, 56.3% chance based on the odds on the sports books for these two pitchers to go over their strikeout line of 9.5. So they basically need to combine for 10 or more Ks to get us paid. So we're going to go take a look at Ben Lively first, and then we'll take a look at Justin Steele and see what these guys are projected for. Okay, so we're going to go back to the bat here. I'm going to just punch in Steele's name. Steele projected for 5.4 Ks. Let's whip out the calculator to make sure our math is correct here. So 5.4 for Steele, and then the other one was Ben Lively. Type in Ben's name. He's projected for 4.05 Ks. So we'll go ahead and punch in that 4.5 as well. And then you get a projection of a 9.49, which is pretty much right in line with where his line is at 9.5 Ks. So that's the first projection. Let's take a look at some of these other projections. Maybe they like them to go for a little bit more on a site like RotoWire. So we'll clear the deck here. 9.5, we'll call it as the first projection. Not terrible. Again, we've got Justin Steele at 5.46 strikeouts. Let's go ahead and take a look at Ben Lively real quick. Lively's going to be projected for 5.32 strikeouts according to RotoWire. So we put that in, 5.32, and you get a number of 10.78. So that's more than 9.5. All right, so things are looking pretty good there. We could also take a look at Fantasy Labs. We'll go again with Steele first and then Lively. So they've got Steele's strikeouts at 5.55. So let's punch that in. And then we got to get Lively's projection, which is going to be, let's see here, 4.73, which will get us pretty darn close here to 10.28. So 10 or more, and we're going to get paid. So I think things are looking good enough for me to consider this as a worthy taco consideration. So we'll go over to the combos here. Getting very good odds for this to hit according to the Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer. Again, that was a 56.3% chance that this play comes through for us. So we'll go ahead and add this to our entry here and see what else we've got on the Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer. Let's see, Zach Greinke, Jose Quintana combining for 6.5 or more strikeouts. We can take a look at that combo. I'm going to stick to the combos today because it is a new feature. We'll take this for a test spin. So Greinke and Jose Quintana, 6.5 combined strikeouts. Let's see what this one's looking like here. We'll start things off with Zach Greinke. He's not really a strikeout guy. 3.13 is the projection. Plus Jose Quintana, who's at 4.06. So we get a 7.2, we'll call it 7.2 on a line of 6.5. So those are some options for you to consider. Let's take a look at RotoWire and see what they have to say about Greinke and Quintana. 3.33 for Zach plus Jose Quintana. He's going to be at 3.83. It's going to be cutting it kind of close, but 7.16 on a line of 6.5. We've got two projection sites that like both of these guys to go over, and then we'll run it one more time here using Fantasy Labs, checking out just different models and seeing how they kind of all compare, all stack up. So we'll start with Greinke, who's at 3.64 Ks plus another 4.07 for Quintana, brings us to 7.71 Ks. So the projections for Zach Greinke and Jose Quintana are actually looking a little bit better than they are for our first ones, which was Ben Lively and Justin Steele. Now, Lively and Steele have the higher chance to hit based on the odds on the sports books, but Zach Greinke and Jose Quintana have the better projections, although slightly lower when it comes to their percentage or chances to hit based on the odds pulled from the sports book. So you kind of have a decision to make. Are you going to go with the duo of Ben Lively and Justin Steele, or are you going to go with the duo of Zach Greinke and Jose Quintana? I'll leave that choice up to you, but those are two worthwhile pairings that you could place more on with your taco, Freddie Peralta. So Ben Lively, Justin Steele over 9.5, Zach Greinke, Jose Quintana over 6.5. Just testing out the new features on the Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer. As I said, links to everything left in the description for you down below to save you some money on props.cash and the DGF Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer. And if you want to check out the bat, you can find those projections on Roto Grinders or EV Analytics. But you could risk up to $25 on this. I think I will. I'm going to play it safe and flex it. I know it's not the most sexy way to play, but if you can't make a decision between these two combo plays, you could always flex the three of them and see how things shake out. So we'll place that entry. If we get all of them right, we'll get 2.25x return on our $25 entry. Guys, good luck today. Thank you so much for watching. Again, subscribe, like, leave a comment below. Are you liking today's taco option or are you not? And what are you going to pair with it? I'd like to know. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll catch you in the next video, guys. Good luck tonight. Peace out.